Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha,
and welcome back to the channel.
hi. I have strep throat.
And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race Series 4, Episode 5, Larry Poppins, the live Rusical. So before we get into it, I have to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all been showing us so much love. We just want to keep that growing and showing y'all the appreciation for loving us. So go ahead and subscribe and join the family. So what did
There's
you
all
think?
353
Nine,
of us. 9, 8.
eight, nine? Like,
Look, we just want to keep growing. We need 500 by the end of the year.
yes, that is the goal. 500 by the end of the year. So let's go ahead and get them subscriptions going.
Yes,
So
road to 500.
what did we think of this episode in general?
It was cute.
This was a good episode.
Yeah.
This was a really great episode. We're going to discuss some things
Mm-hmm.
here in a minute.
Mm.
I like this episode. It was a great
Mm-hmm.
episode all the way around. So let's just go ahead and get into it because, there's things to talk about that happened this episode. So let me share my screen and we start off coming in after Sminty Drop iconically twerked her way out the door.
Mm.
So they come in, they're reading her message, they're saying goodbye, we love you, etc., etc. They sit down, and Miss Polite here, she was feeling the type of way for not winning.
I don't blame her.
I don't either because I was sitting there and I would have thought you were getting the win too. Me personally, I thought she was getting the win, and when it went to Danny, yeah, Danny did a great job, so I'm not upset. But I was like, I was confused. I was Confucius.
Mm.
And she just didn't want to straight out say it, but I would have. I'd have been like, baby, I thought I was gonna win.
Mm.
Like, good for you. I'm glad you did, but I thought I was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Danny did give her some good advice, honey, because she saw Pixie all up in her head. She's like, hey, don't do that. Because that right there is what's gonna get you out this door. And I was watching the Roscoe's viewing party. I haven't finished it yet. Where Raj O'Hara, she said that's the biggest thing, going in there and focusing on yourself. Don't go in there and focus on everybody else. And that's exactly what Pixie is doing.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to go in there, focus on her, and she will be fine. You don't have to crawl on the floor. Okay.
Hey.
Sorry, y'all, that's my brother. Okay, up next is I'm not
I think
sure.
he makes the whole show.
But yeah, up next is Baby. And Baby, we start really.
They did okay. So I swear to God, I didn't even do that.
Black people.
What did he say?
He said he didn't mean to do it. But anyway.
Do what?
So Baby, we're starting to see the seeds of what's going to happen at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Baby was talking about how, mentally it's been struggling for them to compete. And, a lot of people, like, I wouldn't have known she was feeling this way if she wouldn't have said it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of people like, it didn't even seem like she was struggling. Honey, people struggle and still put on a happy face.
It's called masking. I do it all the time.
Baby, this face is on right now. Now, I'm doing good right now. I really am. But like, even when I'm not, I'm gonna put on a good face and I'm gonna work through my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
so when they had the conversation, at the end of the episode, I didn't think it was gonna lead to her leaving.
mm-hmm.
But I was like, yeah, I see you, baby. I do this all the time. Like when I was at my weakest, I still went to work, put on the best, hey everybody, face, and did what I had to do. And that's exactly what she's doing here.
I had to do it all last week.
So it's
No
the next
way.
day. They're coming into the workroom, and they were just comforting Baby again, letting her know, hey, you got this, just keep pushing through. We're here for you, being good sisters. And then we get a congratulations to Danny for having 2 badges now. Danny and Dakota are the only 2 with 2 badges. Well, Danny now has 3, but we'll get to that here in a minute. But at this point, Danny and Dakota were the only 2 with 2 badges. So John Burrs was really sitting there, kind of frustrated, being the only queen without a badge. And like you can see it all through the face. Like it would bother me too. Like if I was in a room with like 8 other queens and all of them had a badge but me, what do you mean? Am I not good enough to get a badge?
I love their eyes.
I know, right?
That
That's so
cornflower
pretty.
blue is gorgeous.
Yeah, they are. But we get a message from Mama Ru, which was very clear that it was going to have something to do with Mary Poppins. It was so clear. I don't think I would have guessed that we were doing a Rusical. I would have thought maybe more like an acting challenge where we're kind of parodying Mary Poppins. But I wouldn't have thought a straight up Rusical. But anyway, RuPaul enters and must have forgot that this is not 1996. What did you think of this moment RuPaul gave us here?
Oh, that didn't taste very good. Oh,
You all right, honey?
no.
Oh, okay. Get yourself together, honey. You all right?
No. You know, yeah. I see. I don't see 1996, more like 1993.
Baby, still.
New York. All he's missing are like some orange and black Tims.
I was thinking that when RuPaul entered the workroom, like, where's the Tims? Like, if you gonna do the look, okay?
Right. Like, get the Tim, either the orange and black Tims or the suede nubuck Tims.
If you gonna do it, baby.
Do the Tims.
You're doing it well. Sorry.
And you can keep the glasses, the backwards cap, skull cap even.
Yeah. But it is now time for the reading challenge. In the grand tradition of Paris, burning, the British Library is open because reading is what?
Fundamental.
That's right. So what do we think overall of this reading challenge before we go queen by queen?
What the fluff was this?
It was all right. Like nothing to write home about.
Not at all.
Like there was a few chuckles I had in there, but listen, compared to some of the reading challenges we got, this was good.
It seemed incomplete to me. It seemed like either everybody was either really, really bad or
because
somebody had some really good ones other than the person they let win.
Yeah, because each person only got 2 reads except for Cheddar, who got 3, and Pixie, who got 4. Everybody else had 2. So either they were really bad and those were the only 2 good ones, or they were really good and they were trying to justify giving the win to Pixie.
They were trying to throw Pixie a bone since they didn't let her win the week before.
Yeah. So we'll start off with Cheddar Gorgeous here. What did we think of her reads? I thought they were pretty good. I chuckled.
They were all right.
I chuckled. Nothing too crazy. Baby, she did all right. Right.
I scoffed a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Dakota. She did not have to do black pepper like this. I even got the screenshot up there. She's like, I would ask you if your barbecue was canceled, but with that grill, no one's coming. I'm like, oh. I almost fell off my couch. I'm like, Dakota. That was my favorite read, the whole reading challenge. But then that second read she gave the Cheddar, it wasn't good at all. But this one, oh, had me rolling. I'm like, I knew it was in there, Dakota. I knew it was. I knew it. Black Pepper, she was all right. She was all right. It was okay. Pixie, she was great. Like I laughed so hard at all of her reads. And when she looked at baby and said, I'm pro-choice, I had to slide my plate away because I was eating while I was watching. I had to slide my plate away. I'm like, y'all not gonna have me choking in this living room while watching this reading challenge. I'm sorry. That got me. I'm pro-choice. I was like, oh. So good.
Hilarious.
LaFille, she has some good reads in there.
Yeah, they were decent.
They're not showing any, of LaFille, so it's kind of hard to get to know LaFille when they don't, show her on the show.
Right.
but what we're seeing, I'm liking. I hate that they're doing that, because LaFille seems lovely, but got a chance to know her. Danny Beard did a good job. John Burrs, it was okay. It was okay. But RuPaul announces that the winner is Pixie Polite. Do you agree with Pixie winning?
Yeah.
Based off what they showed us, yeah.
What they showed us, yeah.
So RuPaul then announces that this week they'll be doing Lairy Poppins, the Rusical, live. So because Pixie won the reading challenge, baby, she is the casting director. She gets to choose all the roles.
All of it.
Baby, and she was better than me, baby. I would have gave everybody the role they didn't want. I would have. I'm trying to win, okay? And then would have just looked at everybody after I did it. I did.
I would have picked out my role first.
Yes. I picked out my role, get what I want, and then
fed the rest of them to the wolves. Y'all figure it out.
Yep. All right. So that she's sitting there and they assign roles. Real quick, I'll read off who everybody was. Baby was mother, Black Pepper was daughter, Cheddar was the cockroach, Dakota was the other daughter, Danny Beard was Lairy Poppins, Pixie Polite was Chimney Sweep, John Burrs Blonde was Bird Woman, and LaFille was Mary Poppins. Now, originally, Pixie gave herself Lairy Poppins and gave Danny the role of the Chimney Sweep. But she got in her head, got scared, and asked Danny to switch with her. Part of me was like, I get it. If you don't feel comfortable doing the role, you're the casting director. So, hey, can you switch with me? But at the same time, pressure builds diamonds. What if this was
Jay-Z?
Thank you. What if this was the moment that would have broke you into getting you that win? What if this would have been that moment to show RuPaul and the judges that you are that bitch? Half of me is like, I get it, but the other half of me is like, no, I think I would have kept that. I would have kept that. But anyway.
The starring role stayed on stage the most.
It's now time for the vocal training with Michelle Visage and Dane Chalfin. He was the vocal coach there helping as well. And then afterwards, Giovanni came in. And for those who don't know, Michelle Visage did Strictly Come Dancing a few years ago. And Giovanni was her partner. So it was so cute to bring in Giovanni to help choreograph the routines. And this is the second year in a row. This is the second season in a row that they've gotten a Strictly Come professional to come and do the choreography. So America, let's get some of these Dancing with the Stars professionals in here to choreograph a routine or two. We got Shangela on the show. Michelle was in the audience. I know she had to make some sort of connections with somebody. Get Derek Huff and baby get on the
Derek Huff. Oh my God.
Get Derek Huff on Drag Race. That would be everything. That would be everything. Seeing Derek doing the choreography for the queens. That would be
your major crossover. Nikki's husband.
Oh, Artem. That would be fun too. That would be fun too. I wouldn't be mad at Artem coming. Or get Whitney. I wouldn't be mad to see Danny because Danny was teamed with Amon last season. No, Danielle. Sorry, Danielle was teamed with Amon last season. They won. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad to see Danielle come back, you know.
Or even JoJo C was choreographer because she was good. They almost won.
That was Val's wife. Oh, what is her name? I can't remember her name. But anyway, yeah. Come on, America. Let's do some things. So
crossway. Oh, look at this pantsuit.
So we're on the runway. Did you enjoy this?
No.
I would have liked it if the nude was her nude.
I would have liked it if it was a dress.
I don't mind the pants. But like if this would have matched her skin tone and then had the black flowers and the lace going, I would have been like bow to thee. But it's very distracting. And if it's not going to be your skin color, you should have done like a red or, you know, something to pop.
Mm-hmm.
Got red nails on. So it could have been a red under the dress and that would have made it pop and then do a cute little
But I think it's a body stocking.
It might be. I think it is.
Because it comes from her toes all the way up.
All the way up, yeah. But the hair and makeup looks lovely.
Mm-hmm. Look, they brought the forehead back.
I know. Well, you know, they've been bringing it down for a while. So this is a good spot for her. But because, you know, it used to be way back here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on. Whoever's doing the wigs, just pull it down. Anyway.
They saw our things.
So Michelle Visage was there, as always.
I like that wig.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that photo she posted of her in that little black dress on Instagram? Go to her Instagram when we're done here. Go look at that photo. I'm like, Michelle. Okay.
I don't know, because she's been posting some pictures lately.
We were joined by Alan Carr again this week. Love that for us.
Mm.
And we just keep Alan, okay? It's the third week in a row, and I would like to keep him there permanently, okay? And then we were joined by Hannah Waddingham. I hope I said that right. Waddingham.
Oh, I did see that.
But she was everything. Like we've said this multiple times throughout the season, even the other franchises, they are now getting fans of the show, or at least somebody who can give the proper critiques for the challenge they're doing.
Look at them tattoos on the legs.
And I live. So, Lairy Poppins live. Overall, what did we think of this Rusical?
It was good.
Honestly, in my opinion, it's probably the best Rusical we've ever gotten.
Rats was a little bit better.
No, I liked Rats. Rats was good, but to me, Lairy Poppins tops it. Like, this was really good. This was amazing. In my opinion, well, we'll get to it. So, here they are. Let's start off with Pixie Polite as the chimney sweep. How did we think she did?
I think she did great.
She did an amazing job. Amazing.
The makeup was fantastic.
Oh, did that.
Yep.
Did that. Moving on to Dakota Schiffer playing one of the daughters, one of the twins. And I thought she did a really good job.
I did too.
But here's the thing, I'll go ahead and say it. Nobody did bad on this Rusical.
Nobody did bad. Like, everybody did really good on this. Because I actually had to stop and pay attention.
Yeah, like if this would have been any other season, any of them could have won with what they did on that Rusical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was sitting there and we'll get to that. But anyway, Dakota, good job. Same with Baby. I thought she played that overstressed out rich mom who don't want to deal with her kids. I thought she played that very well.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually, like, when I found out there was going to be a bottom, I was kind of shocked that it was Baby.
Me too.
And then we had Black Pepper who ate this role.
She did.
Oh, she ate it. You couldn't tell me she wasn't like 13.
Right?
It had me convinced. I'm like, yes, mommy.
I want some more. 8.
No crumbs.
Left none. The
Baby.
rats was looking for him, couldn't find him.
The West End, honey, y'all go ahead and get a hold of Miss Beard. Y'all go ahead and get a hold of her. Put her in something.
Beetlejuice.
Ooh. Yes.
Beetlejuice. Oh,
Especially since Larry Poppins was a play off of Beetlejuice as well. Oh, that would be so good.
yes. She
That
would
would
do
be-
so good on Beetlejuice. Too bad it's leaving Broadway.
Oh, like this was just so good. Like, mm,
Congratulations, keep on winning in your debut on Broadway.
yeah.
Hey, Lou Berger, what's up?
Up next is JB, y'all. John Burst Blonde. I thought this was great.
Yes.
It was funny. She did what
Yes.
she needed to do. She was in character the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, Miss Jombers. I know RuPaul don't like your name. It's grown on me. I'm okay with it now. But
Miss JB,
JB, y'all.
J Blonde.
But she did that.
The accent.
I was worried about it at first because they were like, can anybody do a French accent? Anybody? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh God, I don't want it to be offensive. You know what I'm
And she
saying?
pulled that out.
Baby, as soon as it started, I'm like,
Oh, you French.
it was so good. It was so good, so entertaining. The
I'm
charisma.
studying French on Duolingo right now, not sponsored.
But the charisma that just oozes off of Cheddar.
Yes.
Like, I'm glad I put her in my top 3 because I truly feel like either at this point, her or Danny's gonna win. At this point. Because I can see Danny sling snatch. What if, let me shut up. And then last but definitely not least was Mary Poppins, played by LaFille.
And LaFille 8.
8. Again,
8.
I was very confused on her placement.
Right.
Because when they announced the tops and bottoms, I'm like, wait, are they going to put LaFille on the top? Because she played that Mary Poppins character so well. She knew her words. And that runway, we're going to get to that runway.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
We're going to get to that runway. Matter of fact, but overall, this was a really good musical. It was so much fun. And to be honest with you, because the runways were really good as well, I thought this was going to be an episode kind of like how they did last season, where it was a top 2 and they lip sync for the win and nobody went home.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? The acting challenge they did that last season?
I think so.
I think it was the acting challenge. Yeah, but we're going to say, if it wasn't, let us know down in the comments. So I was like, okay, this is going to be the episode where they're going to do a top 2. And then, nobody's going to go home. How can you send somebody home after this?
Mm-hmm.
Because this was amazing. But let's continue. The category is West End Wonders. Can we please do this in America, please?
Mm-hmm.
Call it Broadway babies. I don't care what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
When I first heard this, I'm like, oh my God, yes.
Look, because I was really, really hoping somebody did 6.
Honest.
We got 6, just not the way I wanted 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would. So many great Broadway or West End productions. I think, I don't know what I would have done. There's so many areas I could pull from. So many musicals that I love.
Oh man.
Because the first one I thought of was Cats, but I'm like, I think I would have pulled out a Cats number for the main event. So it would make no sense to do another Cats number again. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I could do something from Hairspray because I love Maybelline. I could probably do the Big Blonde and Beautiful thing. And I was thinking of Wicked. I couldn't get it out.
What's really funny is I was sitting there and in my brain I was like, Wicked. Watch, she's gonna say Wicked.
Wicked.
Because I was thinking like Wicked, I could be Elphaba and just
See, I was thinking about Alpha, but at the same time, I probably would have want to look all gorgeous. So maybe I'll do Glinda,
Galinda.
darling, no. But yeah, so this could be a category they can use often because there's so many inspirations you could take from Broadway. Oh
Mhm.
my God, I could have done a look from Rent. Oh,
Look, you could
oh,
have did. I was because I was sitting there and I was thinking about it because I said I know he's not gonna ask because he stopped asking a long time ago, but I'm gonna think about it anyway.
when it's a good category like this, you can't help it because I still
And I was like, I would have did 6. I would have
because I
did
still pause when I hear the category and be like, okay, what would I do?
Lion King. I would have did
But yeah,
The Little Mermaid. Oh, I would have
I would have
did.
done Rent, give you a little out tonight. Woo, honey, give you a little something going on there. Oh no, I would have dressed as Angel when we first met Angel. Well, when everybody met Angel, not just her partner. That little Christmas number with the bob.
Uh,
I would have walked down the runway with some drumsticks, acting like I'm playing them. Not drumsticks, freaking drum.
ooh, ooh. The warden from Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could just hear now. As soon as you walk, she had it coming. I could just hear it right off the jump. I bet it would have been RuPaul too with some weird voice. She had it coming.
Yes. Oh, RuPaul as the warden. RuPaul is Roxy Hart.
Yeah,
Ah! Oh,
yeah.
what's another one I would have did? Oh, I probably would have tried to do Gypsy. Um, Gypsy Rose.
Wait, they did do Grease on Broadway, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have done. I could have done a Grease look. I could have been a pink lady.
What's another one I wanted to do?
Oh, now I'm not sure if it's made it to the West End, but Mean Girls, the Broadway musical now.
Heathers.
The Heathers. This ill. See what I mean? This could be so much fun.
Oh,
So much
what's
fun.
another good one? Beetlejuice, obviously.
Spoke of.
SpongeBob.
And then we have the whole Disney on Broadway.
Beauty and the
alone.
Beast.
That alone.
That whole catalog.
That alone, I would eat. It would give you a bell look, honey, and a beautiful yellow. Oh,
The
you would
color
hate.
purple. The one Alex Newell was in.
Oh, was it Kinky Boots? No, he wasn't in
No.
Kinky Boots, but Kinky Boots is one.
Yeah, Kinky Boots is one.
What was the one that Alex was in? But we gotta keep it pushing though.
Okay. We done sat here and wasted like 5 minutes thinking of
We could have a whole podcast episode on just musicals. Did we ever do one with the OG?
No, we were trying to.
Did we ever get to musicals? Because I know
the thing is we've made a lot of promises. We've made a lot of promises for future podcasts.
Yeah.
On this channel, on the old channel, this channel, we've never done any of them.
Because when we first started,
we were just all over everything.
We were all over the place, totally different topics. And I'm actually looking right now because I want to say we actually made the the musical one. You know what I'm saying? I want to say we made it that far.
We did Song Association, and that I think was like the last off Drag Race one we made because then season 12 started.
Another Song Association when we get the time. It's hard having 2 full-time jobs. Somebody's a full-time student as well. I'm constantly getting different promotions, so my job description keeps changing because there's another one coming possibly. I'll tell you about it here in a minute. But yeah, so it's just like we want to. I promise you we do. And we're going to get to it. Okay, let's see here.
It might be one of those situations where it'll take like Thanksgiving and Christmas break and spring break when we can film like 3 or 4 a day and then spread them throughout the
And
year.
then just spread them throughout the year at this point. Oh my goodness. So we did a Game of Thrones ones. We did a Drag Race one before we started going full-time Drag Race, the Song Associations, Sims, Disney, and then I did the wrestling one. So no, we did not get to the musicals, but I think that was on the list I gave you because we had a list of titles we were going with. But anyway, let's get back to Drag Race, honey. Which we're still
Let us know
technically-
what you want below.
Yeah,
If
let us
there's
know if you're
anything else
interested in
you
a
wanna
full
see come from
conversation
us.
on these topics because, honey, we have a lot of opinions. But let's get into it. The West End Wonders up first is Pixie Polite, obviously giving you Hairspray.
Yes, Tracy Turnblad.
Tracy Turnblad, because you can't stop the beat, honey.
You can't stop the beat.
Ever since the whole world began, a woman found out if she could shake up. I'm sorry. Anyway, this was cute.
Yes, I liked
I
it.
didn't get the reveal because it turned into the dance number to the song I was just singing. I forgot to get the reveal to this, but I thought this was real cute. Real cute. What did you think of this look?
I liked it. It was cute. I knew exactly who it was as soon as she walked
Oh,
up.
I knew exactly who all these looks were, except for one, because I've never seen it. But I'll tell you which one it was when we get there. Up next is Jomber's Blonde, J Blonde, as RuPaul says. And when she came out, I'm like, is this singing in the rain? And then she said, I'm like, okay, I'm right.
Because I was like, I don't remember Dick Tracy being a musical, but okay.
But West End is just Broadway in general. We were just talking about the musicals. There's a whole bunch of ones that aren't musicals that are on Broadway.
Yeah.
But Singing in the Rain, they have the songs. I've never seen Singing in the Rain.
I've seen the movie.
I haven't even seen the movie. I know the song Singing in the Rain. I have that on my playlist. I bump to it quite often.
Look, I know the Fred Astaire or whoever it was version, and then I know the Todrick Hall version.
I do know Twerking in the Rain. I do know Twerking in the Rain, honey. I do that. I was a fan at that time. But yeah, this look here I thought was really cute. The say it please. Asymmetrical look didn't bother me because Michelle, it just bothered her so much that it was asymmetrical. I'm like, I get what she was going for, so it don't bother me that it is. You know what I'm saying? Did it bother you?
No, I just didn't understand why it had to be a gown.
I thought it was cute. Up next is Black Pepper with the Lion King.
Yes.
Yes. I bow to thee. I bow to thee.
Barefoot and all.
But if she would have wore shoes, it would have threw off the whole look.
I know.
This
brown cow stunning. It's a sensation.
This was just so beautiful. And just seeing again culture represented so amazingly.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love this.
The
whole time she was out there, I had different songs from the King.
Black is King.
Black is King playing in my head. The first one popped in my head was Brown Skin Girl when she walked out. I'm like, brown skin girl. And then you're the key to the kingdom. I'm like, oh, you know how much I love that. You know how much I love Key to the Kingdom. That is my jam. Anyway.
I'm Marie.
But yeah, this just is so good. So good. Like check. No crumbs. Up next is Dakota Schiffer giving us Funny Girl. Oh, well, I forgot to mention this earlier. She don't like musicals.
The funny thing, I got Valley of the Dolls, which is never a musical.
Yeah. But when she said, I don't like musicals, I'm like, you don't like who?
Yeah,
It,
I
it
was
felt
like,
like a
what
personal
kind of
attack to me. I'm like,
what
what do you
kind
mean?
of gay are you don't like?
What do you mean you don't like music?
But then again, you're trans, so
No, I almost
don't kick
I was
me.
I was ready to kick her out my house. I'm like, no, Dakota, you can't sit here. You
You
don't like
can't sit with
you
us.
don't like musicals. What do you mean? I'm constantly popping off on a show tune. You need to know the reference.
Hmm.
Y'all can ask this one right here. I randomly break into show tunes all the time.
He does all the time.
Don't do me. Don't do that. I felt that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a mic. I like the way that sounded.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. But this look is cute. It's cute. Up next is Cheddar Gorgeous, and she is Hedwig and the Angry Inch. This is the one I've never seen.
I've never seen this one either.
But I like the look. I was like, okay, come on, give it to us. And then she said, "Deny me and be doomed." It's a line from the West End production. But yeah, I wish there was a little bit more shape here. But other than that, this is great. This is great. Anything you want to add?
Mm-mm.
Up next is another one of my favorites. It's LaFille giving us The King and I. Baby, the why was this in the bottom? I don't understand. They're playing in LaFille's face, and I don't like that. I don't like that because she's been doing really good in this competition. And it's just like they're just playing in her face. Now, last week she did struggle. And you know me, I would have put her in the bottom if it was me. But there was no need for her to be in the bottom three this week. She had one of the best performances and one of the best runways. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Look at the material.
Look at the material. And hold on, I got another screenshot.
Of course you do.
Like, look at the shoulders. Look at just elegant, unique, just like
Beyonce.
amazing. Baby, she paid them all in dust, okay? Like this, got my scalp itching. Got my scalp itching. My goodness. Up next is Baby, and Baby was representing Anne Juliet. Now, I've never, another one I haven't seen, Anne Juliet. But when it comes to this outfit, I like it. I like this. It's the boots. I'm like, the boots throw it off for me. Maybe if you gave us a cute little light blue pump, maybe. Or maybe a pump that you covered up in some denim. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this boot is a boot. But the rest of it I like. And this face never declines. Never declines. Like, so good. So good. What did you think of this look?
I liked it. It was cute. I do agree that the boots were a bit much.
Rest I love. It's just them boots. It's just them shoes. Almost got up and walked away.
Why?
Baby, this is how you fucking do it. Up next, Danny Beard giving us Little Shop of Horrors.
No words. It's all good.
Danny will be in the finale of this season. I say that and you hear me good. Matter of fact, hold on. I've been wanting to do this the whole time. Listen. Danny Beard will be in the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Series 4. Look at this shit. This is immaculate. Head to toe. It has the camp element. It's just, this is how you do it.
Mm.
I'm telling you now, she's going to the finale. I am telling you now. And now with the 3 badges, even if she bombs the rest of the way, I guarantee you, she's going to the finale. I guarantee you. So we have all these beautiful queens lined up here. Who had your favorite look of the week?
LaFille.
Oh, I was torn between Black Pepper, LaFille, and Danny. I got to give it to Danny. That's it's just how you. This is how you do it. This is what you do. Like, it's so good. But we find out that our tops and bottoms are as follow. In the top, we have Pixie Polite, John Burns Blonde, and Danny Beard. And in the bottom, we have Dakota Schiffer, LaFille, and Baby. Do you agree?
Not necessarily. I don't think they should have been in the bottom.
I don't think there should have been any bottoms this week.
Exactly.
It should have been, y'all all did great this week. The top 2 will lip sync for the win.
That part.
That's what it really should be. That's what really should have been. And if we're going to have a bottom, I don't think LaFille should be there. I can see Baby being bottom 3, maybe. Just comparing Baby to everybody else. And if we had to put a third person down there, if we had to, I think I would have put See, it's so hard because everybody did so good. Honestly, if I had to, I might have put Jumbers in the bottom. If I had to. If I had to. Because honestly, I would have popped Jumbers out of there and replaced her with Cheddar Gorgeous. Because Cheddar Gorgeous did that. Not Gorgeous.
She did.
Gorgeous. Cheddar Gorgeous should have been in the top. She really should have. But hey, this is how it rolls. We find out the winner is Danny Beard. I agree, hands down. She really did that. She did that. Do you agree with her winning?
Yeah, I guess.
Not the I guess.
Yeah, because I'm just,
Who would you like to win?
And I think it's just because she won last week, and I'm like, dang, 2 weeks in a row, really?
Hey, we've had a few who won the 2 weeks in a row, honey. Wait, wouldn't this technically be 3 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Hold on. No. The design challenge. Remember, her and Pixie was safe. Yeah. But this is her third win. And we find out the bottom 2 is Dakota Schiffer and Baby. So when I saw this bottom 2, I'm like, okay, no matter what happens, this is going to be a double save because nobody should go home on this episode because they did an amazing job. It should have been like, Shantae, you both stay. That's what I was expecting. And then the lip sync started. We got No Wave from the cast of 6.
And I couldn't help myself, and I was singing the whole time.
But they both did an amazing job on this lip sync.
Yeah.
I was like, we saw Dakota turn it week 1, but for her to keep up with Baby, like she kept up with Baby. Did she do better? No. I fully believe if there had to been one winner, it was Baby.
It was Baby. But
Dakota was right there. So
while
I'm sitting there watching this lip sync, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a double save.
This
was a great episode. I wouldn't even be upset. This will be the episode to do a double save on. This will be the episode. And like, oh, this moment here where she walks off. There she goes. She walks off, and then she comes back.
Then I was like, okay, if she wins this lip sync, I'd be okay with it. Just because of this moment.
That one moment could have. And baby Michelle lived for it. Because I was worried. I'm like, oh Lord, is she leaving? Please tell me she ain't leaving. Please tell me she's not leaving. And like it was just such a fun lip sync. I think this has been my favorite lip sync so far. Like of the season, I want to say this so far has been my favorite lip sync. It was so much fun. You could tell they were both having a good time. They were both fighting to be there. It was just, and even the people in the background, they were singing and dancing along. That's when you know you got a good lip sync song, and you got a good group of people up on the stage, honey, because they're having a good time as well, having a great time. This
Ooh, the
shot,
shaving.
the beautiful shot, and then everybody's clapping, woohoo, yay! Okay, so RuPaul was getting ready to announce her decision, which I truly feel like she was going to tell them, Shantae, they both stay. But baby raises her hand. And, you know, they had a moment on the main stage where RuPaul had a moment with baby saying, hey, we know that this is a lot. And, you know, she was giving her some words of encouragement. I'm like, oh, that's sweet, because we really don't see that from Ru too often. But baby ultimately decided that her time on Drag Race is over. So what did you think about this moment here with her quitting?
I mean, I was like, dang. And then at the same time, I was like, I'm glad I didn't put you in my top 3.
And like, I understood it.
And then I was like, okay, I guess I understand.
I understand it, because if you don't think you can mentally handle the situation,
Right.
then leave. You know what I'm saying? Your mental health always comes first. So as much as I want baby to, like, I want her to stay and fight, if she couldn't do it anymore, she couldn't do it anymore. And I really hate that. I really hate that, because she could have gone far. She really could have. And maybe they knew she was getting ready to, you know, try to quit or etc. Maybe that's why they put her in the bottom. Kind of like, well, let me give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, and the music that they chose to play behind it, I appreciated it, because it wasn't no dramatic like dum dum dum. It was the like a nice little upbeat tone, and I appreciated that, you know, because like we stated earlier, masking is real. So if she's not getting emotional on the stage, there's no need for the music to be emotional with it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if baby broke down, started crying, saying, you know, that I can't right now. Then yeah, add the dramatic music, you know, give us the full effects. But I appreciated that the music and the whole production of this moment was handled the way it was.
Right.
I really did appreciate that. And I love how it was just as simple as, I would like to go home. And out of anybody, you should know when it's the time to pull out.
Yep.
And she said, it's my time to go.
Yep.
I hope one day we see her back on this television screen, and with the experience of having Drag Race, she can come in more mentally prepared, because it is a pressure cooker. Because you got to remember, these queens don't know each other. They might know a few people, but for the most part, these queens don't know each other. You're throwing them in a room. They don't have their cell phone. They can't talk to their families. They have no contact to their support system at all.
It
And
is
then
a
you
total.
expect them to pull out an outfit in like 3 hours, learn some choreography and a script in like 2-3 hours. Like, it's a lot. And if you can't mentally handle that, you can't. And so I appreciated that she knew when it was best for her to step out. Would I love to see her back on like UK All Stars or even a Versus the World? Yes.
Yes.
But I want to make sure if she come back, her mental health is great. Because I would hate for her to come in and fall right back into that cycle. You know what I'm saying? But yes, baby asked if she could leave the competition. RuPaul understood this is everybody's reactions when it was happening. They hugged, and she officially got told to sashay away. So she's kissing, and everybody's leaving. And of course, due to that, Dakota Schiffer Shantae, you stay. So,
I was wondering.
wondering
I
what?
was like, she better be glad that she pulled some tricks out and did a really good job. Because if she'd have did a piss poor job, I'm pretty sure Rue would have been like, "Well, I was gonna tell you to leave anyway, so bye."
I don't know. I don't think Rue would have, especially after somebody just quitting.
Mm,
Because I
I
don't think
would've.
I don't think I would have. I would have sat there in my mind, Dakota, you better
Mm.
thank the lucky stars because I was gonna send that ass to the house. I wouldn't have said it. I would have, to respect the moment that just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that would have been like a complete like, oh, so we're just gonna forget what baby just did here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, and we find out next week it's the snatch game.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm excited
Which
for
I
the
think is a good way for baby to go out on her own terms and
oh
on a
yeah.
high note,
Yeah.
as opposed to going out this next week on the snatch game, because I think that would have been a struggle for her, honestly.
Hmm. I'm excited because Danny Beard, Jombers, Pixie, Cheddar, I feel like they're gonna like really eat it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure about Black Pepper and LaFille.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to wait and see. You never know what's happened. Maybe they'll stop playing in LaFille's face next week. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. We've had a great conversation. If you agreed or disagreed with anything that we said, make sure you let us know down in the comments, but be respectful. Keep it cute. Because we match
Mm-hmm.
energy. And I got time. I'm off tomorrow. So go.
I'm
I
off
got
tomorrow too.
I got time to just hold on,
We
where's
got time
where's my
today.
phone? I got time. You want to play? Let's play. Ding ding ding. All right.
Mm.
But yeah, let us know down in the comments if you agreed, disagreed. If there's anything we missed that you wanted us to touch on, let us know in the comments, honey. We have more time now, so we can elaborate on a few more things and talk about extra moments that we haven't been able to in a while. So, Krisha, let's go ahead and wrap these things up. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cretia McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL. This little button right here on all social media.
Mhm. And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to
This
like,
little
comment,
button.
and subscribe. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.